Alright guys, what's up? It's AK here. So really quick, I'm gonna give you a brief explanation of what this video is. It's a 1v1, gameplay on Rocket League. It's a ranked gameplay, so I always play ranked. I don't play regular. So and I really enjoy Rocket League. Rocket League is a very fun game. Just play time to time. This is actually really intense. So yeah, just kind of enjoy it in the background as I talk, and it's just gonna be kind of like a life update with a crazy 1v1 thingy. So I'm not gonna spoil it. So all right, let's get into what we're gonna talk about tonight. All right, so a few months ago I said that I was going to give you a roster update, and that was delayed. Like what? 2 months? 3 months? Maybe 4? No. Well, yeah, maybe about 4 months. I'm not 100%. So don't kill me if that's not correct. So, but not like I have fans anyway. Cry anyway. So, yeah, I was gonna make a roster change video the next week, but I wasn't. I like, don't get me wrong, I was, but some weird stuff happened. Like, I left Imperial Gaming, or ears. Dude, I can't believe I just missed that. Wow, what an idiot I am. What is going on? Okay, my thing just made some weird noise, and it did that. Like, I made a recording before, and it did the same thing. So I'm just gonna keep going, I guess. But the yellow bars are moving. Anyway, I'm sorry. I really hope I don't waste my time. But anyway, so I, I got off Imperial Esports, and yeah, it's like it was just not a good organization to be on, and I would say that usually I'd be modest about it and wouldn't really care because well, no, not really, not wouldn't really care, but I wouldn't name the name unless like it was just like you know I don't know, like usually I just don't like saying names, but that really isn't a known org. I don't even think that they exist anymore. But the team consisted of me, my friend Victor. And sorry if you can hear me in the background. I actually did have my mic on, or I don't know if it was my mic or if it was my PlayStation Eye that was picking up my voice, but something's picking up my voice, so I'm sorry. Because I just heard myself exhale in the background, so yeah, I'm sorry. But you know, it was me, Lucky Slasher, Victor, or his gamer tag is Blackjack. XX Black, XX Black, dash, Jack, and then XX, whatever. But Blackjack, or Victor, and then the captain, Grantosaurus, or Grant, his real name. I have. Oh, and Lucky's real name is Josh, and my real name is Dylan. So hey, but anyway, yeah, that was just a flawed roster. Like, first off, I wasn't really good, and I didn't really know what I was doing at that point in time in Advanced Warfare. But yeah, it was just, whatever. But that's that's besides the point. Uh, but we never practiced. We never did any team scrims. It was always, hey, we're gonna play a tournament. We're gonna play a tournament today. That's what we're gonna do, you know. And we get first rounded. Or if we got to the first round, I mean, if we got through the first round, it was because we got a bye. So really, we got first rounded, even if it was the second round, because sometimes you just have a good seed and there's you have a bye the first game, so you just chill out. But that's basically what happened, and there were two teams. There was Imperial Nation and Imperial Esports. Yeah, actually, yeah, never mind. When I said that I got released from Imperial Esports, that's wrong. I got released from Imperial Nation, but whatever. Um, yeah, Imperial Esports was just, they were just like, they hated me. Like, one dude just straight up hated me. Like, he thought I was booty cheeks, which I can understand because I wasn't that good, but yeah. And plus I had trouble with internet, and like they were like fed up about it. But yeah, one day he like freaked out on me, and yeah, and it kind of, and the captain got wind of it, and he totally like was a cum guzzler, so he just kind of just went with it, and I got dropped. So, and then eventually I tried out for another thing, like it was like Avenge Esports or Avenge Gaming, and I met somebody named Candy. Now, originally I was like, dude, because I was doing tryout 8s, and this is back when I believed in tryout 8s, because I don't actually believe in tryout 8s anymore, for reasons that I may specify in a different video if, if the time comes, but, whatever. So, But I met someone named Candy US, and I thought 100% he was not going to make it, but he apparently did. And the reason why I didn't make the video right away was because we didn't have a set fourth. We had 3 people, and then right away, like the next day or like a few hours later, we were thinking about leaving the org just because we thought that they were taking away the good players, away from us, because there's a really good player that we could have had, but we didn't because I don't know if it was because of the org or what, but it's whatever. So we ended up leaving, going to an org called Reso, which I've actually been associated with for like the past few months, just off and on. Um, but yeah, and I formed a roster there with Candy and Sebastian, which is Activized, and he's actually was on the previous Avenge roster, um, with us. He was the one that switched over, and then we picked up another dude named Decataman. I can't remember his real life name, but whatever. And then we just kind of went through rosters, and like the next one that was like that one lasted for like a week, just because Candy was not doing very well. Candy was a very, very good player on Xbox. He actually played against Parasite in a 250 hardpoint series, not a 250 hardpoint series, but it was a 250 series on a UMG. When Parasite was on Epsilon, he used to stream that a lot on MLG.TV. Um, so he was a good player on Xbox though, and he made the switch around the Black Ops 3 beta, and he was just booty cheeks. Like, you can ask him, you can talk to him, you can talk to anybody who's seen him play, um, you know, seen him play on PS4. He was terrible, but the next roster I made, which was actually the one that lasted the longest, during the whole Advanced Warfare run, was me, a dude named Chris, or iPsych, and then Cam or Majestify, and then it was Candy. And sometimes we'd have like a different fourth, and sometimes it would be Candy, because Candy would hop off and on, and Candy like became the owner, and sometimes he would play, and sometimes he'd coach, and just tell us what to do. And the reason why I said that he was so pivotal was because he taught me how to play competitive. He taught me. He taught me so much. I stopped complaining. I understood more about the game. I just knew so much more than what like, I probably still now would have still been learning stuff that I figured out within the first month of, you know, talking to him. So he was really pivotal, and like me and him are still the duo, even though he's a dick sometimes, and he fucking doesn't ever shut up. So, excuse me for the language, but he doesn't shut up. Like, oh my god. But so yeah, and then after that, roster failed after like 3 weeks. Like, I would get into the drama, but that's not what this video is about. I'm trying to speed it along because I'm looking at the timing, for the gameplay, and it's getting lower, and I have about 2 minutes until gameplay cuts off, and I want to finish by then. Um, so after that failed, I went through roster after roster, and then the first week of October came, and dude, I just like, okay, the reason for me playing in Advanced Warfare was just because I didn't want, I just like, I never won, and I never really had like a good roster in Advanced Warfare, and I wanted to end Advanced Warfare with a bang. Most people were done, were quitting until Black Ops 3. No, not me. I wanted to play until, I wanted to play and then win, and then then stop playing that god awful game, and then go to Black Ops 3, and feel good. But that's not what happened. It was just roster changes, and holy crap, I just took the lead right there. Holy crap. Roster changes, and and then basically Canon told me, hey, let's take a break for October, and I was like, all right, you know, and I did, and like I became like so not passionate. Like, I was legit like Candy actually asked me like what was going on with me, because like my sub shot was not good, because I improved a lot. And yeah, I won, and I hope that was sort of intense for you. It was intense for me just because like of how back and forth it was. Um, so and I'm sorry, the gameplay might cut off, or I might add something at the end, but I'm not sure. But I have like about a minute left. So yeah, we were congratulating each other right there. Um, so yeah, and it was just a you know, we just didn't want to play no more, and neither did I. And October was pretty boring. I was actually playing this game a lot, but this is actually like more recent. But November rolls around, and I get a good, thing with Candy, and Candy's actually good in this game. Like he's really good, and and that roster didn't work out. Like Candy wanted to go to a different thing. He didn't want to be on his own org in Reso, and like it broke up. And I took like a big stoop down. Like I was almost as bad as I was in Advanced Warfare for for uh, during August uh, just recently, and I fixed that, but I was really bad, and like Candy actually dropped me like twice. Like he kept on having faith in me, like, hey man, I just don't think, because he kept on trying me out for AR, and I'm not really good with AR. Like I can't be an AR anchor. Um, but the current roster right now, guys, is well, at least it's not a full roster yet, but the roster that should stick for a while is me, and actually this is a little weird, but it's me, Candy, and a girl named Kennedy. Yeah, I said it, a girl, and she's 13 years old. And you're probably like, ooh, you fucking pervert. And no, that's not what I'm trying to do, guys. But I mean, she's like really really cool though, and she's like very very mature. Um, so yeah, and I feel confident with my shot. And I'm going back to OBJ, so I feel good, So yeah, I just kind of wanted to pump this video out real quick for you guys. I'm sorry for the minute or so of no gameplay. If I decide, I mean, I might decide to throw like a little minute gameplay. I doubt it, just because why would I do a minute? But and I've done this before, so yeah, it just so yeah, that's basically the video, guys. I'm sorry for not uploading. I'll try to upload more. I have some gameplay. I have some cool Black Ops 3 gameplay. I might throw it in, but I'm not sure. I don't know if you can like turn off like what the mic recorded, because I'm pretty sure like a lot of the times I had the mic, but I'm not 100%. And if so, I sorry. And if so, I can just make some better gameplay and just throw that in, just have like no music or anything, and just have my mic muted, which I can totally do. So yeah, just let me know in the comments what you want, how I can improve. I know I'm using SHAREfactory. I'm very sorry, but I'm a very poor child. Um, and yeah, happy holidays, everybody, and AK should be back. All right, y'all have a good one.